channel. It's okay.
You can hear a storm falling through the rain. I'm going under. I don't wanna run, I just wanna stay and feel the thunder. You keep telling me that I will be your friend. I just want to be with you until the end. You keep telling me that I will be your friend. I just want to be with you until the end.
You're my biggest supporter. I appreciate that. Alright, so first off, we're gonna start with the green area is my buy zone. The reds are sell zones. Okay? But this changes from time to time frame. I have marked on different levels. And my seconds
You can hear a song, listen to the pain. My heart's on fire. Now that I'm alone, I will race again. Going higher. You keep telling me that I will be your friend. I just want to be with you until the end. You keep telling me that I will be your friend. I just wanna be
dollar right now.
with you until the end.
So
Keep telling me
from what I see on the chart,
that I will be
you
your
don't
friend.
have too much information.
Until the
You don't have all the news is going to come left and right. In a matter of, I think maybe a week, something like that, 10 days, we should get all the information. Second, it's got a nice wave structure that is sort of completed. Okay, so what I see, what I project on Bitcoin is not the fact that it's going to go down to 20K. This is what I see. The box, which means it's going to range in my opinion. Okay, now this is higher time frame. This is we're talking about the daily. Okay, and since we're talking about it on the daily time frame, the day trading we need to go into smaller time frames. And it's a minimum for anything less is just losing money. I don't have the music on anymore, man. It's been I shut it off a while back. Yeah, my music is off. Okay, let's continue. And we're going to mark some notes in here. We'll be compiling into shorts. Okay, that is what typically happens when you have a breakdown of a channel, okay, or out of a pattern. So we can see on the indicators the RSI has just crossed the 30 level, okay, which means it's completely bearish at the moment. All right, now stochastics has also turned down, which means there is no momentum. Okay, so that is why I'm saying 15 minutes to 30 minutes time frame is risky, and it will make people lose their money, which is why at this current moment I am against trading in the 15 minutes time frames. Okay, hold on, let me check the settings, because this is before going live I tested all the mics on my own phone and everything was working absolutely fine. So yeah, I have no idea why this is happening, but yeah, my settings are still fine. I can test it on my phone and they're working perfectly. Okay. Yeah, man, I got the software as well, and it seems to be pretty loud. It's getting good connection with the mic, so maybe it's because the stream is lagging. I don't know. So I don't know what's going on with it, or maybe it's just because it's live, so it might be good later on. Okay, when you restream it, when it's uploaded, it might be correct then. Okay, so here's what we got on Bitcoin. People will be compiling into shorts. There is no momentum. Okay, so what I project on Bitcoin is the fact that I'm going to pull the Fibonacci's of this level. Okay, and it's going to come and back test the breakout of this area. Okay, and this is the support level that actually broke down from, marked in horizontal line. Okay, which seems to be about 27.5 roundabout. So, and I do think it's actually going to stop there. I would say about 27.5, 27.300. Let's keep it around that range. Okay, so let's mark it for the purpose of this analysis. Let's make it slightly cleaner. And we'll delete the fibs here. Okay, so that's your box, 27k to about 27.5k. Okay, this is prior support. Okay, and breakout zones as well. So 1, 2, third resistance, breakdown, and then eventually breakout. So it's just coming to backtest. Now, as I said before, I don't think this thing is gonna go way up in a straight line tomorrow. Okay, because market sentiment is actually very bearish. But what I do think, very likely what is going to happen is the fact that in shorter term time frame, which is about the 4 hours, alright, see, it's still coming down. Now this thing, the RSI on the 4 hours has just come below 20. That's ridiculous. Okay, which means the sentiment is extremely bearish, extremely bearish. Okay, now what we got? Volume. Now focus on the volume here. Okay, this is something I gave a key lesson on in my tutoring session. Okay, so the volume has been increasing, which means the bearish sentiment has been increasing. Alright, so what most likely follows is this. It's sort of a curve to the downside. Okay, the volume, the sell volume in this case is going to start to decrease. Okay, and when that happens, Bitcoin is going to just range here for a moment. It's going to start to build bullish divergence. Okay, it will start to build bullish divergence. I'm going to show it on the RSI for you. Okay, just like that. Okay, so that's the key area to look for and the key answer to look for to enter into a position. Okay, this way you will go against the sentiment, which is always profitable, and second, you're playing the chart. Okay, just as simple. You're playing the chart. Now, I'm not saying it's going to moon. It's not going to about 50k. But what is going to happen is a simple fact that Bitcoin is actually going to come and complete this little gap. Okay, this pure red candle is liquidity. Okay, it's untapped liquidity. Why it is untapped? Well, because there is no negotiation here. It's just been sell. You can see it on the volume. There is no green bar at all. No green bar, which means no negotiation. It's just market maker selling. Okay, so in this key area we marked before on the daily time frame, 27.5 to 27k is the area where it will come back and grab all the liquidity there was. Okay, in this little rectangle here, that was untapped liquidity. Okay, pure untapped liquidity. Now it's giving it all back, absolutely giving it all back at the moment. Okay, so volume is going to be our key, and then it will be confirmed by the RSI. So that's the 4 hour. Now the 4 hour still has room to go down a little bit, but what will follow is 2 steps. Okay, so there is your drop in 2 steps. Okay, after we have this, okay, which I will show you how it's going to play out in the short-term time frame, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. What is going to happen is this. Boom. First arrow, and this move is going to be rapid and strong. Okay, but don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. It's not going to go up in a straight line like that. Okay, what it will do, it will close the first shorts. This is going to be the first short squeeze. Okay, it will come back down and then go and grab the liquidity to the upside. Okay, so that is a trade, and there is actually 2 trades in this area. Where's my long position? Oh, that's odd. I can't even. Oh man. I can't even print the long position now anymore. Okay. I don't know what the hell is going on with TradingView, but this is complete nonsense. Okay, so here's what we got. 27,500, 2% move. Okay, round about 27.5, 26. Okay, and then you take your profits. So that's trade number 1. And then the second trade is going to be round about the same area, maybe lower, about 27.2, something like that. And then there's your 4% trade. Okay, so that's 2 trades. And this is what Bitcoin has done previously. Okay, it did the same thing here. Where's my little box? There we go. See? You tap the liquidity once. And look at the RSI. At this point, it was oversold. Just went up, came back down. Double bottom. It made a bullish divergence. Okay, this is low. And the lower low, the RSI had made a low and a higher low. Okay, so that is what most likely is going to happen in this little area in here. Now note that I'm only saying it is going to go and grab liquidity in this little zone and then in this area. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It's a 2 and a 4% move. I'm not calling for a 50k Bitcoin. There's a big difference. Excuse me. Okay, I would be personally trading this thing. Okay, and to understand where I'm coming from and why I'm calling for this is we got the 2-hour time frame, which is completely oversold. And if you go on a shorter term time frame, which is the 1 hour, okay, we have a low, a lower low. Bitcoin is going to bounce this first 2% move, grab the liquidity, and then come back down, and it will make the higher low, which is going to confirm your entry in the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so that is your 2 trade setups. Okay, now for stop loss, I would only go as low as maybe 2%, and that is it. Okay, 2% stop loss from average entry, DCA entry for longs, and stop loss of 2%, no more. The market is really volatile, so it will be risky. Okay, so here's your trade setup, and I'm gonna write it down. So okay, so we got trade 1, $27 to 27.5. Trade 2, let's make it bigger, 27.8, and stop loss of 2% each time. Okay, so here is your trade setup, 2 of them. All right, that is how you play this chart. Now, like I said before, people will be compiling into shorts. Okay, now why do they do that? Is because Bitcoin has just broken down the structure. Okay, but they fail to understand the fact that once a structure is broken, it will go up and back test it. Okay, that's what typically happens. So it will go and back test the structure. Now once it makes a 4% move, it will come into an area of no trade zone. So looking for longs at that time is not a good idea. Taking profits at that time is better. All right, so that is how we trade Bitcoin, and buying Bitcoin at these prices, I honestly think is not a good idea. Okay, I'm not buying. I'm not comfortable with those prices. Okay, I don't care if it's a long-term hold or whatever people say, but it's not. I'm not buying Bitcoin. Okay, this is your trade setup. Trade 1, first long at 27 to 27.5, and the second will be 27 to 27.8. Okay, we make it slightly higher because we need to give a higher low. Usually they do give us a higher low. Now why is this a trade setup? Well, second thing is the fact that this rectangle here was also stops. Okay, for all previous longs, people who called for 50k Bitcoin at that time, that's why they took the longs. They have just been liquidated. So now these same people, they are compiling into shorts. Okay, they will be quite late. So the market is going to make a move in the opposite direction because it already liquidated them once, so it's going to liquidate them again, and then we see what happens. Which is why this is a no trade zone. Okay, so best traded level to level, and this is the level I'm eyeing for it to play out because there is untapped liquidity. Just as it broke up higher in this little box, okay, it was untapped. So now the same thing is happening again, and look what happened. It came down slowly, and then it was negotiating the price. It was filling the gaps. Okay, untapped is filling the gaps. All right. So this is how we trade it. All right. So that's your first trade setup. That's on Bitcoin. Now, use stop losses. Okay, definitely use stop losses. Don't trade without it. Now let's jump in to a 30-minute time frame because this is where scalpers make money. Now look, now pay close attention to it because this is what is most likely going to happen in the 4-hour trade setup that I just gave, and that trade setup I'm going to be posting in the VIP calls group as well. Okay, so for the members you can follow it. Now focus on the RSI here and the price action. Okay, price is making a lower low or the same low. It's on the 30-minute time frame. RSI is making slightly higher low. Okay, now once the structure is broken, price will go and tap it. Okay, it will go and tap it. Okay, now look at this. This was our key structure. Okay, price broke down, people were shorting, and it went up. Okay, grabbed liquidity and then came back down. So the same thing is going to happen here. 15-minute time frame is already built the bullish divergence. There you go. Okay, so that's why I'm giving this trade setup, because I do think it's market makers gonna make money both ways. Okay, market maker is gonna make money both ways. So if you are a conservative trader, you can just simply wait for the second bottom and not catch a falling knife in this first bottom. Okay, let it move, make a 2% move, 3% move, let it come back down, see if it holds on the 4-hour time frame, and then let it do what it needs to do. Keep it simple. Okay, this way you will avoid the risk. Yes, you will make a little bit less profit, but you will not catch a falling knife, which in this instance it's seeming to be like that. Okay, now that's your trade setup. Alright, now the second one is what I'm going to focus on, and I'm going to talk about the Atom trade. Now, Atom right now is in a no trade zone in the 4-hour time frame. To trade this, it will have to go into the 15 minutes. Okay, you will have to go into the 15 minutes. Now just focus quickly on this thing right here, on this wick. See how the price went up and tapped the liquidity on this? That's what Bitcoin, I'm expecting for Bitcoin to do. Okay, that is it. Now, okay, I'm going to keep my list entirely short, and these are the coins that I'm trading, okay, or actively keeping an eye on. So let's talk about Rune, because I'm quite fond of this right now, and I think there is a trade to be made on Rune. Okay, store chain. Now, according to my fib levels, this has completed a cycle. Okay, now I do have a quarter of a position in short. All right, my short is it's a swing short, so it will take time to play out, and I will see how it responds. Okay, I will see how this price action responds to it. Now, what I do think is going to happen with Rune is going to go for a stop hunt. Okay, that's what Rune is going to do, is going to go for a stop hunt. And the stop hunt is sitting anywhere between 175 and 167. Okay, Rune has gone up pretty high and pretty strong. So that's my stop hunt level. And what I would look for at this level is short. Okay, once it grabs it, it's going to fall down pretty hard. So I do expect it to come down to about 140s after hitting 160s, breaking 160s, hitting 170s, and coming back down. So it's a pretty nice short. Okay, let's mark it down here. I'm going to mark it in the text box. And short. Okay, that's my box. Now 175, but I'm not sure if it's going to hit 175. I can just easily get rejected by 171, but that's a good area to look for shorts. Okay, that's a stop hunt. Alright, that's a stop hunt. Now it is a double top, but it has bearish divergence. It has already played out the bearish divergence on I think it is going to hit most likely a 175 level. Okay, and if it gets there, I'm compiling into shorts. Once it completes its move, I will be compiling into shorts. Okay, now why I'm calling for that level, it coincides and goes in confluence with the RSI. Okay, now look at the 4-hour time frame on the RSI. Right, there's a bearish divergence, did not play out, it got extended, and then it did play out, but the price has been holding really well at the support level. Okay, but it coincides with the indicators. Now the RSI is failing to make a higher high on the RSI, and even if the price goes up, RSI will not break the 80 level as it did previously, so it will confirm and extend the bearish divergence, and it will eventually come down. So that's why it's a swing short, and it's not a day trade. Okay, and that's why I do think it can happen, because what's happening here on the 4-hour time frame is in confluence with the daily chart and the RSI. Okay, the daily the RSI has turned up, but it has a little bit of room to go and then confirm a bearish div and then come back down. Okay, now this is my custom indicator combined with the RSI and the signal level. I'm not going to give the name of it because it's a trade secret, but the second one is the stochastics RSI. Stochastics is coming down, and once it crosses below the 80 level, the price is going up about the 175. The RSI failing to break the 80s, it's a confirmed confluence that the price is eventually going to come down, and when it breaks, it's going to break hard. Okay, now focus on this. We already saw the price action on Bitcoin, right? Now take a look at this. It's pure green candles, it's move. Okay, pure green candles. Now pure green candles means liquidity. Okay, like we saw in Bitcoin, and it eventually came back down. It broke down pretty hard. So let's take this level of Fibonacci because it's a breakout level, and that's the end of the move. Okay, now 618 sits at about 130s, and then usually they do come back down and test the 786, which is the 124. It's a pretty strong move, and that can take up to a month, but you can just as easily enter 175, the stop loss at 190, 5x leverage, and then take profits when it hits 140. So that's a 20% drop. For the 10x leverage is 200%. Okay, it's a great entry, minimal risk, and then it comes back down. Okay, so that's the second trade setup. And we're going to find this out here. Look for shorts at 1.8 to 1.75 level. Make sure RSI is bearish div. Okay, so that's your trade setup. You're going to increase it so you can read it properly. Alright, so there we go. That's our level, that's our trade. Alright. Stop hunt, stop loss. But make sure it's only 5x leverage though. Okay, let's not be greedy. Let's go with the 5x leverage. Instead of making 200%, you'll still make 100%. But it's a potential trade setup. Alright, it does still have liquidation legs, stop hunts, but it is looking pretty nice. Now also, if the daily closes as it is today, okay, if the daily closes as it is, we will have a bearish reversal pattern as well. Okay, this is a low wick, a high wick, and a lower wick. Okay, this is a bearish reversal candle pattern, so there is a nice little confluence with it. Okay, daily can close like this, but it can go for a stop hunt tomorrow, day after tomorrow, you never know. Alright, so let's just keep it that way, and let's just keep it simple, but it's a nice trade to go for now. Now let's pay attention to also the volume. Okay, the volume is decreasing. All right, there is not much buy pressure anymore. Okay, but there can be a classic spike in the volume. So, okay, you can liquidate or grab the liquidity and then come back down. Okay, it's going to be a swing trade, not a day trade. Swing trade can pay out in 10 days, 15 days time. Okay. Alright guys, do you have any questions at the moment for guys, do you have any questions at the moment? If you have any requests, let me know. Or any particular altcoin, we'll take a look at it. Yeah, this is completely bearish. This is completely bearish. There will be a trade on it on XRP, but this is totally bearish. There should be some bearish news coming up pretty soon, pretty damn soon. And yeah, it's a massive dump in the market. Oh, look at that. Big clap for me. It's coming down to my level. Just at 27.5. So oh, and if any retail traders are watching who don't know much about trading, technical analysis, if you're thinking about panic selling, there's some best wait. Okay, and best wait for a rebound. There's always a rebound that comes after a massive drop, which this is. So wait for a rebound, because the rebounds are really strong. We'll sell everything then. Okay? We'll sell everything then. Yeah, most likely room does go up to grab the liquidity. It's going to take out all these early shorters. Those. Okay. Plus, it's going to be around the top. Bam. But you know what? While we're at it, let's take a look at the Fibonacci levels. Oh. Round very close to the stop hunt. 176. Yeah, keep your eye on that one. 175 to 176. And your stop loss can be just above 181, which is extremely low stop loss. We only about 3%. To end up making about 13 to 20%. Okay. So at a 5x leverage, that will be a 10% stop. And potential gains for about 80 to 90%, something like that. Okay? Yeah, let's keep it that way. I posted some setups for the group. Give them a head start. Now, there you go. This was the projection. Okay, there's going to be most likely a bullish divergence forming, and this is not going to pay out until the end of the month. Okay, but we have to go by the daily chart. And I'm saying by the end of the month because this is the daily chart. Okay, now this is a break of structure. It's going for the stop hunt, and it should be about 630 something, 640s. Once it does, those are your targets. Okay, this is pure liquidity, absolute pure liquidity. Now pay close attention to the following. Do not assume that the market is just going to give you my max target. Okay, never assume that. Be happy. Take profit level as your target. Okay, that's where you take close 50% of the position, leave the rest to break even, and then we'll look for another entry to go for the further 7% move. Alright, so let's keep it that way, but for now, this is your level. Your Bitcoin is actually coming down pretty nicely. So now we do have to pay attention though, because as long as we are above 27k, I think we're fine. Okay, but still more price action is needed for me to determine whether this is just going to shift trend and come back down to retest this liquidity area or not. Okay, that remains to be seen, so we're going to trade it level by level. Okay, for now our level is 27k to 27.5, and we're going to go and take profits in no trade zone, which is sitting at about 28.5k. Okay, it's not bad. I mean, 22%, 4% move on Bitcoin is about 10 to 20% on your futures trading. Okay, so not too bad, not too bad at all. Now let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance for a second. Okay, this thing has just played out my fractal. There you go. That was a fractal. Okay. It hit my fib levels, it played out the fractals. Now many people will be thinking, okay, this is just going to be retest and then it's going to go up. I really don't think so. Okay, because if you focus on this trend line right here, this one and this one, this is a flag. Okay, can't even remember where I drew it from. And this 46.5 level and 45.4 level were my previous targets on retracement. So I think why Bitcoin is not going to break 29k, 30k, so its Bitcoin dominance is going to fall. Okay, that's my projection for dominance. Yeah, it can still go up slightly, give us a fake out, but what I do think is going to happen is bang. Sooner or later, that's what's going to happen. Okay, just like Bitcoin, it has gone up. Okay, not that much. Just like Bitcoin, it has gone up in pretty strong move actually. So it needs a pretty healthy retracement. There is gaps all over the place. Okay, there's liquidity here. There's liquidity here, and there's liquidity in here. Okay, so level by level, let's trade this thing, and I do think it's going to bounce. Okay, look for bullish divergences. Divergences are going to be your best friend in the upcoming days, maybe 2 weeks. Alright, they are your best friends. They will give you all the entries that you need. Alright, as soon as this thing, the Bitcoin dominance, creates a bullish divergence, so will Bitcoin. Okay, so will Bitcoin, because it's not going to fall down in a big ass green candle, or sorry, red candle. But even if it does, there's going to be a straight up bounce. Okay, just like we had this bounce here, came back to grab the liquidity. So to aim for 2 to 4% move on Bitcoin. Okay, in this little area, and be happy with it, and then watch what the market does. Okay, so we got a couple of trades. We got Room, we got Link, and we got Atom. Okay, so there's gonna be most likely a bullish divergence forming on all these things. Now, time frames. Okay, I'm looking at the daily charts, but I'm going by the time frame trades. Okay, Atom I have not posted. I am watching it. I have not posted it because there's just not enough information on liquidity for me to get my move going. Alright, so I think Atom is going to range for a while, so it's best for it to wait. But Link has left quite a bit of liquidity, and Rune has left quite a bit of liquidity on a higher time frame. So I do like them. I do like them better than most. Alright, and then what else we got? Matic. This is a pain in the butt coin. Okay, absolute pain in the butt. Now what I think about Matic is I think it's going to do the opposite. I don't think it's going to range here. I think it's actually going to give us a little bit of bullish divergence. And it's going to break down here. Okay, and simply because I don't like the price action. Okay, I really don't like the price action. You got first, second, third, fourth, and this is going to be the fifth wave. Okay, that's going to be the fifth wave. Why is this going to be the fifth wave? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's microfractals. Okay, and in the first wave you had an ABC correction, and now this one hasn't really completed. So this is most likely the price action does not have enough area to count. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it an ABC, unless given something else otherwise. So any rebound of Matic is, I think, is good for a short, but I'm not trading Matic at the moment because it's in a no trade zone. Okay, and big chance it actually comes down. Let me move this. Big chance the Matic comes down and it takes out all the stops. This level, this level. Yeah, Barty took over shorts, man. I read that news, but I don't know. But yeah, let's go to the S&P. Okay, let's go to the S&P now. See, here's the thing. I'm not calling for a 50k move on Bitcoin. I'm not calling for a S&P to make an all-time highs. Right now, if you remember, I actually said that the S&P is gonna go and make. I made a call on this 4300s, 4350s. Right. It actually played out. This thing was sitting right here. Right. So all it's doing is going to come back and backtest. Okay, so that's what these people are going to go through. All the retailers, what's going to happen is that they're going to get stopped out. Most of them, most of these leverage traders, they're gonna get stopped out right here. Okay, so the S&P, when it breaks the structure of 4300s, is gonna go and back test. And look at the price action. It's got red candle, red candle, red candle. So it's gonna go and back test the liquidity at some point. Okay, so now let's take a look at it on the weekly. Okay, now there was no strength on it on the weekly. I don't think that the market is gonna collapse just yet. Okay, I really don't think so. What I do think is it can easily come back and back test the 3800s at some point. At some point. Now Michael Burry has been known to be early for all the shorts. Okay, but we gotta pay attention to the source of it, because yeah, there we go. Tesla selling of BTC. Same thing happened when Bitcoin was bottoming. Okay. See, when I take a look at this, this is a break of structure. Okay. Now price took out this high. Okay. Which means it's a break of structure. Okay, it did really well. So the actual support of the S&P is actually sitting between 4,000 and 4,300 points. Okay, so now that's the real support of the S&P. You can grab a wick lower. Okay, you can grab a wick lower. Now, source of Michael Burry shorting. Now that came from Michael Burry archives. It did not come from Michael Burry himself. So that's why I'm kind of not trusting it as much. But I'm still paying attention to it. Okay? But I'm trading everything level by level. Because in case he turns out to be right, I'm actually covered. Okay, so I'm just playing the charts and I'm going against the market sentiment. Right? So every time you hear something, Tesla sold off BTC because of its portfolio, but why? When did he sell it though? That's the thing. You should not be asking, he sold it, should I be selling? You should be asking, when did he sell it? Okay, he's not going to release that news. And where is that source of news coming out though? Okay. See, you're gonna get all sorts of crap. All sorts of crap. Okay, so now I'm just following this news. So you got Coinbase to suspend trading of USDT, DAI, and RISE stablecoins for Canadian users. PayPal UK to halt Bitcoin and crypto purchasing starting October 1st. Now you got Judge grants SEC approval to file an appeal in the Ripple case. So, well, good thing it's closed off my long on XRP. Okay, made about 400% on that, and I sold off my position at about 60 something or 58 cents or something like that. Got stopped out. That's I had a target. If you closed, okay, the weekly below 60 cents, we're done. So this week is actually going to close below 60 cents. So once it does that, I'm going to trade it level by level. Okay, I'm going to wait for a bounce, and I'm going to sell every last bit of the XRP position I have. Okay, and I'm done with XRP. I don't know what's going to happen, but I waited 4 years. If anything does happen with it, I'll let it go. Okay, I'll trade longs. So this is where you get all the bad news coming out. Okay, all of it. Okay, all the bad news is gonna come out now. So what do we do when it breaks the structure? we trade long because everybody's fearful, and we just go long until our take profit targets. Okay, and we take profits and we wait, we watch the price action. If it's getting rejected, then we flip shorts. Okay, so that's what we do. Now, there is no room for the markets to keep going up. There's absolutely no room. Okay? There's absolutely no room for the markets to go up without coming back down and back testing the supports. Okay? Because they've just gone up in pure green candles. If you take a look at the S&P, okay, now let's go back at it and take a look at it on the weekly time frame. Now look at this. This was just consolidation. So green candles. Just two red candles on the weekly to back test the breakouts, and then that's it. So it usually does come back and test the supports. So we'll watch how it reacts on the 4200 levels. If it closes a weekly candle of the S&P below the support zone, which is 4180, then you can start thinking about shorting the market. Okay, then this will be a fake out, and this is gonna go way down lower than it's supposed to. Okay, so that's how I would trade it. Okay, because if it goes down in a straight line like that, 30% drop in one candle, massive candle, that is just a global collapse. So Michael Burry is reading into something, but he's always too early, because nobody, see, the thing is, nobody can tell that the S&P cannot do exactly what Bitcoin did. Okay, it just goes a back test and then makes a slightly higher high and then comes back down. But this drop is going to last decades. Okay, so nobody knows that. Absolutely nobody knows that. Where is the let me go back all the way back to its history. Let me see if I can find more detail. Okay, so this is your 1929 area. Okay, 22, 22, 29. Okay, there we go. This is your 1929. All right. %86 crash. Now bear in mind, we're talking about the American stock index, right? That fell 86%. Okay, but global depression had already hit in 1929. The market was still moving up. Okay, so the actual crash did not come in 1929. It came in way around 1930s. Okay, 1930s to 1932s. 2 years of downtrend. Okay, and then it started rallying up again. And then, yes, it did take about decades for it to break into all-time highs. Okay, it took about 30 years. Okay, there you go. It broke all-time high around here. Yeah, so 8,000 days. That's about 30 years. 20 years, actually, 2022. Okay, so what I have projected actually on the S&P, I said, yeah, it's going to make a slightly higher high and then come back down. Okay, so it will come back down. So let's see how it closes below 4180. If it closes the weekly with massive sell volume, then yeah, we can think about market coming down. And yes, it can just go in a free fall, not in straight line, but yes, it can go free fall. Okay, now Tesla is selling Bitcoins. Well, let's see if he's selling Bitcoins, then he's selling Bitcoins. What are you gonna do? But he's selling Bitcoins because he needs liquidity. Okay, the last time he did that, it was, I think it was round about there. There we go. I think that's when he did that. Tesla sold all of his Bitcoins. And then we had a lower low. Okay? So let's see what it does. Okay? Let's see what it does. I'm not saying Bitcoin is not going to come down. The markets are not going to come down. But we can't talk about an imminent crash unless the wicks actually breaks the 36 level. Oh, look at that, my drawing is already there. Okay, we cannot talk about an imminent crash. There is liquidity, yes, about 20s to 25s. I think wicks can actually go there, but who knows how it's going to end up. If it's going to be a wick, it's going to go down. Look, the market is too high, and if the wicks goes up just like COVID area, then we're just gonna simply go and back test the area. So let's trade it level by level, man. Let's trade it level by level, and we'll see what to do. So yeah, you will get mostly all bad news coming out now. Okay, left and right. But just trade the charts. If you get double, triple bottoms with bullish divergence, it's just don't go overboard with the trades. Just take the most secure ones. Okay. Coins that have actually got liquidity. All right. Let's just kind of go with those. Okay. Let's go with those. There you go. See? Bitcoin, this drop, the second one, just confirmed the bullish divergence. Why confirmed? Because the RSI just turned up. Alright? So this is a bullish divergence, and this is a trade that people can take. Now remember, I've always said 27 to 27.5. Okay? 27 to 27.5. And this bullish divergence is actually extending to all the way back here. There you go. Market in line there. See that massive line? This is a bullish divergence that is marked also on the RSI. Okay. So that's why only a rebound trade, 2%, and then the 4% move. Simple. Listen, if it gives money, just give money. Take the money and go. This is the first 2% move, and then it will go up again. Come back down, confirm the double bottom, and if it confirms, then you take the trade. Okay. So I do think I'm actually going to take this trade. Okay. Partial buy, I'm going to make it now. Actually, while we're at it, let's do some practice trading as well here. Paper trading. Let's see if I'm right. Okay. Yeah. This is paper trading. We just opened a trade. Okay. Now if it comes back down to about 27s, I'm going to complete the other position, but I do think it's going to end up bouncing from here pretty nicely. Okay, simply because there is a double triple bullish divergence which is pretty extended. So alright, so that is only a couple of trades. Okay, we can't go overboard and just throw our money into every trade we can find. So this is just some ideas and just some things to keep an eye on. Okay, if you want, you can wait for a 4-hour confirmation with a double bottom or bullish divergence. Okay, if you're a conservative trader, or just be patient and with this trade. Okay, hold on, while I'm at it, I'm gonna open, so I do it on my phone, so let's see. Huh, it hit my level, look at that, 27,500, and bounced off of it. So okay, now bear in mind I'm calling this out on the 15-minute time frame to find the entries. Okay, the 4-hour time frame can play a little differently. Okay, now see, focus on the volume on the 4-hour, just as I mentioned below when we started the stream. See, volume went up like that, now it's going to go like that. Okay, so that's why I'm calling for a small trade. Okay, just open the trade on Bitcoin. And look, sometimes you have to be slightly quicker. Okay, and that's why we go into the lower term time frames, but because we can understand what's coming in the bigger time frames. So to find spot on entries, okay, we need that. All right. Now since this is paper trading, I am going to modify the stop loss and keep it as a $16 loss with a take profit target of, since what we call 2%, and modify. Okay, let's see how this trade plays out. This is only paper trading, so it's not real money, but it helps to just kind of show how you trade. Okay, understanding bigger time frames, finding entries on the lower term time frames, just so you can get the exact or as close to a perfect entry as you possibly can. Okay, now I'm not a risky trader, so I don't just because I understand a perfect entry, I'm not gonna go all in. So I only put in like half a position, not much, because I'm a big fan of double bottom with a complete bullish divergence and double triple bottoms. So that's why I only put in a quarter of my position. I can add more when it comes down, but understanding the concept of trading, right, is this: if you made the money, if you're in profit, just as you can see on the screen here, $39 profit, $40, you can close it if you want to. Just as simple. Alright, if you're happy with the gains, take the money and run. Alright, look at this, $50. I'm tempted to close it, but for the purpose of this session, I'm going to leave it open and let's see if it hits my target. How much was the move? 2%, right? We'll leave it a profit of $100 and let's see if it hits. Okay. Alright guys, that is it for me. I hope this session was useful, and a couple of trades that I have given here. If you can trade it, brilliant. If not, just be patient. Okay. Soon more opportunities will come, and I'll go live more often than not. Okay. But yeah, just understanding this little concept of price action is actually pretty damn useful. Okay. And just focus on strong bullish divergence, 4 hours to daily, and you will make some money. All right, I'm off. Thanks for watching. It's 10. Wow, damn! It's 10, 10:30 now in the evening. All right, guys. Remember, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and switch on the notifications so you'll be notified when I go live and when I release new content. And as a thank you, what I will be doing is I'll be releasing a whole bunch of videos just as tutorials. Keep it short, 5 minutes every now and then, so you can learn to trade. Okay, and successfully trade. Alright guys, thank you. I appreciate your time, and if you have any requests, remember, just give us a comment in the comment section below. What I will do is I will do an analysis and I will hit you up. Okay, and if you need anything, just hit me up on Telegram, and my Telegram is HODLER12. Okay, hit me up and I'll be happy to help you if you have any queries. I also give tutoring, so I'm always here for you. All right. Yeah, we just got to do SpaceX sold 373 million worth of Bitcoin acquired in 2021 and 2022. Yeah. So yeah, but when did he sell it though? See, that's the thing. That when did he sell it? Because if he acquired it in 2021 and 2022, okay. Now let's go to the Bitcoin chart for a moment. Okay. Now let's go to the weekly time frame. Okay. 2021 and 2022. Okay. What dates though? And what dates did he sell? Sorry, what dates did he buy? Because Elon Musk is not stupid. He's not going to buy the tops. He's not going to buy Bitcoin after it's already risen thousands of %. Right? So that doesn't make any sense. So when did he sell it? Maybe all the news is coming out, because these drops that we're seeing on the weekly, this double top, is actually maybe caused by him. He sold the exact tops, but the news is just coming out now. Well, to me, it doesn't make any sense. Okay? It doesn't make any sense. So, I want to stay away from the news, and I'm going to trade it level by level. Okay? I'm going to trade level by level. Let's see what it does. Sooner or later it will give us a bounce and we'll make decent money off of them. Let's see how it closes. Let's see where we're at. Okay. You know what? Put the stop loss below our entry as 27.5, so we're going to leave a stop loss at 27,480, and we're going to move this up to about 27,800. That's our trade. So let's see, because this is a 4-hour time frame and the daily time frame. Alright, so that's my take on the markets. That's what I think is going to happen. Okay. Now remember, stop loss, essential. Always essential. Okay. Alright guys, take it easy. And I will see you guys pretty soon in the upcoming days, okay?